every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Gaspora TV. The man on the seat, Chairman Bonsafu Bewa. Solution Hour, solutions to every problem.
Sawa kontium na wakodru fie na wunya baabi na eya pa me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount eye Kumasi Kwadaso Estate near Christ Apostolic University and Kwadaso Market wo mo jacuzzi papa bi omo wo swimming pool a obetimi adwodwo ho ni Valve Guest House so wonya ahoho bi na opa baabi papa nso amomada na for the light adundum de menwena ho kora omo wo solar 24/7 a eya adwuma na air condition so etwawu afi kora de ni Valve dia betwam edemu stronko owo pap bi a wo bia na wo wura ho mo a wo be fili trebie se wo pe DSTV ahwe ni Valve wo projector kese abodam enti woni problem kra se wo pe bibia nom ana se wo pe bibia die emutuo die wo woni hu problem kra wura ni Valve bo wura ho na bibia wo nsabeka ni Valve Guest House na wura mu a emu afeyie tutromi kai enkoda ba bia se ni Valve na security ne so de eye tight me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount flower mo ewo ahomatrofo iso 0547819823 anase 026392
Atiefo for mo bibia kwa ba Gaspora TV ene sene monim no na sene last 2 weeks minimum atiefo ne ahefo am ho Gaspora ye ne mo kan no se ene topic a ye de eba to epon so is Ghana a failed state a question ene ye bisa ti de Ghana you free after independence ebepem ne no we are not going to talk about MPP and as NDC no if free after independence bepem there amampani for aba from Kwame Nkrumah bepem se ne no we bruni nyina ye postmortem e hwe o man no ene ye o man no so nyina agu fom ye hunu se ye koye nim and as ye koye chi and as de no man no de ko ba bia ye free no ba bia ye beduro no it's up to you ye assessment ye hunu se you see the duro no eye say you do say ye koye nim ye de papa mu and ye assessment ye say ye de dosho den so no me do ba bia investment so no MPP for buy no so mo so ayi you know so after a huge investment o mu aye ene e ka ide ene o man no se ni mu ase aye din amafo complaining ni ade no that is what and I say it doesn't worth it ni nyina na ye behwe ni nyina na ne chese ye de ato apaso na ye hunu de o se ye ni ye hunu se ampa o man se ni de adu no ye ko eni ma na ye ko ye chi ana se ne medical aka no is if we failed or not nti no ne ye bedi ho enkomo nti no ebra bamu se ye pese obi bamu am se ye beka na afie de ahomatrofo no ato screen no so na afie no wa pese obamu no so wa frɛ na wo so wa bamu na nyina ye di nkomo ye gada ho nkomo na ye bedie enya interview nkomo na ye bedie o man no ye nyina ye man ekoyi a ye koyi ma ye nyina anye yesu a ye no so ye nyina ye jejirije nti no before say about no somebody ka aka say about no next week ye beto aba ewo Gaspora TV na ya hwe next week topic na ye de be ba no instead of 2 weeks ye be next week send be ya about no ye beto ye de ansa na wo mu ato no Ghana nti next week about na ye beto no ye be ba amafo abam na communicators aba abeka de ntira ye ntuma MPP na NDC ana ase Sheda ana ase Alan ana ase whoever yoba obeka de ntira ye ntuma onipa no na fe ya vote nso ewo online so ma yehunu at least Gaspora I mean followers so yehunu do we ye ene de ewolusu ye nyina ye be no next week na me ya do ma nti me nua no mo ene ado for mo tie me ye twa ho aba na de dwumedie ni abahyehyɛ so say Ghana te o man no ya fairly and I say ye fairly is Ghana a failed state brofo no eno no yitwi na kire mu no say baba no tofa say o man no ye koye nim and I say ye be yati and I say o man no ye di nkugu and I say ye di nkunim according to the ye do no ye sikasem ya ho kire mu ye bibia mu no ye ekono ye de Fred Tonston ye ni nyina ya bobo ho na ya hwe o man no de Akufo-Addo ne MPP ye de abedro ye no ho komo na ye bedie me am de dwumadue ho kira me ye frɛ me chama bosa bo bawu a na me ne me nua na ebedi enkomo ha eye Joe Savage oh yeah international freelance journalist no so obejo ma o tro a lot of articles obenya articles no most of them no more than Ghana yɛne no ɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ na yɛababa nneɛma mu no nso no deɛ onim ɛfa saa topic bi ho no ɔno nso wabiebie mu na nyinaa yɛwie a afei no biribi a ɔnte ase question bi anaasɛ yɛ bi ahomatefoɔ no to mu sɛneɛ yɛyɛ no no a na woto so no biribi a ɔso contribution a wopɛ sɛ wode bɛka ho na wode aka ho sɛ so biribi na wopɛ sɛ wobisa ne akyerɛ mu a na wɔbisa ne akyerɛ mu ɛnyɛ debate ɛyɛ nkɔmmɔ Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ na yɛbɛdie bɛdi kanka sɛ Ghana ne yɛbɛyɛ no postmortem yɛbɛyi ne nso no agu hɔ no yɛahurehwɛ mu na yɛahunu nneɛma a yɛhunu sɛ ɔman no baabi a ɛde akɔduro no ne yɛ de papa mu anaa ne bɔne mu yɛkɔ ne sɛe ɛno ɛna yɛka ho asɛm nti me nua yɛtwa ho bɛti mmienu pɛ yɛaba ne yɛde dwumadie no ahyehyɛ so okay atifoɔ ɛne ahwɛfoɔ yɛaba bio ha ɛyɛ Gaspora TV sɛnea mɛka no yɛ a mede dwumadie ho kyia me mede chairman bɔsafobaawu a mene tagabit ɛne crew ɛna ne yɛwɔ ha sɛnea obiara anim no nyame ayɛ adom am sɛ bɛyɛ na wotwe mmienu ɛne na kakra na Ghana abatoɔ no na na abɛdu nti yɛno ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛdie Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛdie abɛpem sɛ ne next week nso so no yɛbɛsan akɔ so na yɛahunu yɛato yɛne topic no ɛne sɛ ɛdeɛ nti na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛvotu ma asomasi anaasɛ wɔbɛnten ewie a na nso no so wakyerɛ mu na afei yɛato aba no nso so next week na at least the following week na yɛ abatoɔ no die no nso so no wobɛtumi anya online Gaspora TV bɛhyɛ biribiara live nti wo a wotie anaa wohwɛ yɛn nso so no na woto so watumi afollow yɛn na wahunu deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana biara no ɛbɛma no nyinaa update live ama mo nyinaa moahunu na aburokyerɛfoɔ yɛso yɛhunu deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛdɛ sɛdeɛ medical aka no mene me nua a ɔwɔ ha mensa nifa so ɛyɛ freelance journalist sɛdeɛ maka no ɛyɛ Mr. Joel Savage ɛna na mene no ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ no ɔpɛni akɔ aba na ɔtedɛn
medawase pii medawase dɛ I invite me about one program you do meda ɔho no so a wo bibia Belgium bibia wo hwe bia meda ho ase dɛ ɔho so wenya time wa betena ho na wo tie sesia no dam discussion ni or a very sensitive topic osande se enya ye Ghana fo isantinyo fantinyo inkrenyo ausenyo enya ye Ghana fo but because of different opinion ti aya sometimes no oma enyama otidam kasa oye zin kakra but at the same time no enyina we are on common ground na yahwe how yebehwe na yahwe na nyama ayeye ama yenkro osende yedo yenkro bebe obia dachi enya yebesan yakofe bio we from Joel Savage me started journalism my friend about 35 years ago na mature my daily graphic Ghanaian Times Weekly Spectator no in the Mirror as a freelance journalist and sana Akufo-Addo baha na me baha so mature many papers including Diplomatic Aspect newspaper of Brussels Belgium ha in a mature ma Ghana web in a mature say also mature ma modern Ghana into topic oyada mo opinion na me share into obeyam dada also was one opinion baba na wahwe enyina mesi yezbobom na yaka na nyama yi ama yenko
utinye dasi sɛdeɛ tiefoɔ mu ate no nom sɛ ne nkɔmmɔ no yɛmienu na yɛbɛdi mene Mr. Joel Savage ɛna ɛde yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ no yɛbɛbiebie nneɛma so na yɛadaletu nneɛma no yɛhunu ɔman no deɛ ɛkɔ baabi ɛdi firi yɛ na meka sɛ we are starting from after independence no yɛbɛpem nnɛ deɛ yɛhunu deɛ akɔ and especially sɛsɛ deɛ yɛwɔ mu yi yɛsa bɛto aba sɛ yɛma NPP atoa soɔ sɛ yɛyi wɔ mu afiri hɔ yɛn nyinaa no yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ na amfa de kyɛ no to asoɔ deɛ nkɔmmɔ no bɛduro no ɛna ɛbɛma wa nso wahunu sɛ wɔ sɛ yɛma NPP to aso anaasɛ ɛne sɛ yɛma ɔmu to asoɔ ne nyinaa no ɛka ho sane sɛ ne nyinaa no ɔman no ɛka nkɔ sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ ɔman no bɛkɔ n'anim ɛna yɛadwe ne ho yɛne ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛbɛdi ɛyɛ Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ ne NPP ho nkɔmmɔ ɛne ɛnyɛ NDC ho nkɔmmɔ nti no sɛ biribi kɔ na sɛ woyɛ NPP ni woyɛ NDC ni especially said the America no ye ka abasubo ana say bibi LBB ene beba complain bi ana bibi ne beba ye beka e de ama MPP because omu ne tia ben no e bia me ka say ye bobo ne lusu a reserve player ye nkoblemu no ye mom ye blemu wo mu boy ye sasa mojan ye penalty e o say no na ma ye lusu ana say ye ono a coach ni de tum no ko woni saka coach ni ma no bo but to be out tension de a wa bobo no bi de ya na normally no wonya victims a itino se ka bibi yes itia MPP a enya wadwe say ye gensi MPP ana say ye be propaganda bi abc aka bibi against MPP ntini yete no nemo MPP na wa ban mu to wa ban mu no wona Ghana sika ne Ghana bibia ye de ama wo se je na fa ye kwa animu wo ban MPP ba no se ne no mu bonto ano wo so obeye abeji yan afri enko asumu ana Muhammad ye na mu no nti we were expecting better eni eto aba no ma MPP nti say no ye to ma MPP no Ghana aye better and I say aye worse. This is the whole thing. Ghana aye better and I say aye worse. And what will be the future? You say you better about no so no be fufu until what the future no so dey na be beba. Ni nyina na be di ho enkomo. Am so pani e di kan da ne din adi a kire de woye ene ade. Then coming to the topic. Am say opani am say be di kan ma kwa ba. Na dey make click can say let's start from somewhere. Let's start from the economy. Say Ghana no say ni no. Ghana ni bi yesu. The economy no say emu ayeden. Na menka amana nyam say ye che program say ye time nti no be still amema opening na bo video ba ku mienu bi ansa na fe ya sa back to the studio. Na ye the program no aje so say ye time nti no say ntimi am videos no be still e boy yen say ye ne de bia na opening be bo video ba ku mienu bi ama yen say ne be ya at least e be motivate yen na enkomo na otimi ayede na obi awutie na asa wo hwe yen no so no ama wo so watumi akabi nti no producer ba video ba ku mienu bi no ensu afi
Ghana ni eti enkomo no maka cho say half some figures enti yen enkomo no gu ho sa na wonte ase ya no wa challenge ni the documents na ma no wa kenkan me say Mahama Port what the MPS for 35 years
Etumpan
Sika Mahama je yema Ghana $7 billion
Etumpan
adwene no wafam Mahama na adwene no wafam
Shenia kasa
70% share pot baby anoma ba efa no waton ma MPS
Etumpan
$7 billion
Etumpan
na enkrofo iso mu wie ya no mo ye omadwun so o majeje to pot revenue e be free port aba no mo be hwe no afi MPS for kwatra ho just 1 year sika o munya ye eto o mutua ye $750 million since karanka Ghana en kom ko tua ni UK ye nya ho hwe ye nya ho kapre o mo digi sika ni wie ya no pram o mo de koye
Etumpan
na obi atimi de 1 year tax nko a wotua ye $750 million na woton ade $7 billion money pano for 35 years na adwene wotumi papa Mahama
Shenia kasa
tienko na me no wodi no sa Ghana forecast sa ton no a one ton pot no be 70 to 75% e dey ama MPS for 35 years no so ye kase ye cancel side no e bon enti ye twam a ye betua $21 billion
Etumpan
for some figures e ye djuma sika wo man Ghana betua no aye $21 billion Mahama ni suba no
and obedi ara no kan ko say
enti Mahama de kakase na abeto man Ghana pampam waso ho kire e no de agya Ghana fo ansere wo fira konwa ne so
ya ka bi ka
true na won kan okra nkire ndisi fo no e na ndisi fo no ebi so parking kan enti omu misa ne so papa na denti a wugya sa ho kire wi eto Ghana fo so
ya ya hote ba na bi ni mpansa
na one ton port na wie for 35 years is up here for 35 years odi ama obi o wonte Ghana won free Ghana wonya ne sika no asesa bram na ode kwa bruchire otua ne to wa bruchire for 35 years no Ghana be dia survive Ghana ye be dia survive
Shenia kasa
we was one see industry bia wa ha one see factory bia wa Ghana ya fama gudi ya wa gold cocoa manganese bauxite oil want me add value to it one tinya ade value bia to sa no ma we sa yede bi be kwa ama no ne entitam bi depend e won no me fra abruchiri ba
Hwenia kasa.
anu na ma dollar ne bo etimi kosoro
Hwenia kasa.
because no ma na ko fa anya sidi na ade be ko o de dollar ne be ko nipa no te port won so a ya port wo ye Ghana ne atiemi ya port ni akra no ma fra abruchiri ba enka ese ba form no Muhammad ya mo bi 35 years
Etumpan.
aje 7 billion Ghana cedis e de agu ne botu $7 billion e de agu ne botom efra konya so ko etu koduru wo wi a nipa no de opɛ e na de be tuti so charger wo pɛ na de be tuti so
Etumpan.
anu na ama no mama ye den se Ghana fo hu sa no kore we ya minyi ni se Ghana ni be ka so ko ne kama koto aba e de ama the former president John Dramani Mahama Ghana ni ati ko mano makato se ha some figures.
Okay. So me summarize papa sama o kano be meeting you na ya baba kon so aka ho wi a de jumadi no ato aso se ne wo kano port ya de bi am se Ghana ye niam bebre se ne me no mienu ye nim no ye kra enti ne port ho sem no ya na ho sem bebrebe na MPP ni ADC no ya na kuntumpo ne niam no doso who knows se de wo kan ntwato so ana se ya sem papa esie wo mu ankasa jejeje we ba no be kan sem bebrebe propaganda no etu aba no be ma no etu propaganda na nam so na ma ya to aba eti asomasi na obo no so ba it coming oba no so ba ye west ana de to so bio mentia se se ye to aba wie na se 7 January ye be to aba na in between the 2 weeks and say 1 week interval no amampani no anate sa government ni be free so no yetimi master space no ma abana wolusu no etimi sign contract sa na ma bi ya hwe emoyen but still yete ho sa se nipa ro truth sa ko amampani Akufo so the same thing we will free so no sa in between now who say we be free so no e no ma first president so ma pardon ene sa na ma bebribi o ye na ma bebribi o no office wo continue the obeba no emfa no ho so no wa create niema bi ama de obeba na say ama niema is difficult ama obana obampani na na say abana e ba no emoyen the same thing tin the constitution as the constitution no ya niema ache e wo say yetimi review constitution no yes sa niema de bi ho emoyen ne yete ho ne yehwesa we are still expecting so man be yi the bad say abede ayi say no kre say ne wo kre say Muhammad ton sa de no ade no 1 ton no lusu wie ya sa no obesa sa contract no there's a Muhammad ye die ni aye hwe ma pani foforo so e de aba e the same thing no abedi no man no how do we expect say man na be yi enye yi ni sa na tie de ni ye be west sa na make we will be slaves in our own country because you pay change and ade lu ikoso aye hwe say be ka ho asem no me na me nkoka ni nka say me NDC ni me na me nkoka ni me nka say MPP ni me na me nka say me nkoka and ade be die mome ni ye te ho ni ye hwe asoman. We are going to see worse and worse and worse as times goes on. So you say near ma any may complain because worse and worse every day. Me can't go question. I'm saying my second video.
No, so you me 3 cedi 27 pesos.
So 3 cedi 27 pesos.
Times
27.
Times 4.5.
4.5.
I was say
14 cedi 7 pesos.
Enti 1 liter Akufo-Addo ne board de chewe. O si me nkama no tuma da ma dwane free NPP na me boxer pant mpo ne kawa me nko. Me mpabu aka wonjidi ai. Me to wei 3 cedi 27 pesos. Mbasha wutie me.
Bitiopa.
3 cedi 27 pesos wei and 9 ne fa Emma 14 cedi 715 pesos me boa. Enesa.
They no correct.
Nesene wey there's some motor that na mechanic be sudo. Wey baku.
I hope say you are not referring to.
No. Menkasa say even John.
What's the way I say motor?
I say sha tietia. Wa na we nso so. E na we bo fuche wi. Safe de what did the Amra Mekasa na say.
It's your mama time na.
Wey 14 Ghana cedis. Wey.
And then
Wey 14 cedi 92 pesos. Wey. Osi madwane mbacho onye driver for ya kan system re dru de da meyi wa no menye hunfo we nu na osi me ma me nkasa okromu e mu ade ya ye nyina TMPP okatache ene wo se ne ewunu ya boni din na po entu a sha ase a wo hye suit adai say na me hye suit ma sha we na wo hye em so boda we na wo hye me nu mbieru we na hye o mu di ram na me ram oh nana wunu ya na energy minister o entu wo say ya boni din ntimi ya santini ehwa na ese driver no friend na me yi na no me ya kwabri ni me si kwaku say ofira so no maso kwabri east me ma me ya komadani offense north tie kromieru no mbaja wa Ethiopia dia na nya santini eni ntimi ko do filling station me se o katachi anuane na po wo na ye running mate madam fu no katachi me kasa angel so timumufu we ma me ada ma adwen ye omo na ye chichire no this is the time ye nyina ye nka no kwe ye nwie ho okatachi ye hwa de bi ka ye de ye adwuma sa enketinketi ya ye de bi ye taxi okuru we mu uba yi ni ade aha uba je di say na Honda Lentra 2011 model last year ya near total 25,000 say so ni nebo last year near total 35,000 and there now omani aji work campaign ye take am Akufo-Addo Dr. Mambu ya ni work campaign who did you any aji and I was once in Kwarabro who say ya no why say ya mama warning am ka sam chiro wo mo musuro okrom ha no musuro na magaza suro minka se suro me etu ba betra mani mu ham ne commandant of the airways na minka se suro me je ma minka sam chiro wo wura ne ma minso minka se suro me na mom on say obi sem kwara agro a do aye na nim sei eye hwan ya se wutitu ani achi na minka se wa sem kwara agro efo muso me etina na o hwa ha every akomadan bankra ha and 170 Ghana cedis 170 yes o free and cry kwoboko 300 cedis 335 cedis it depend on brand na ofro no it will re na ofri boko na won kra ha o ba boko a hu krom boko anu se min tra ho ma min ka ho asaba de a madwana frem bibi na kro no de wa min tram minya kromfo obusa yes dollar CD rate eno kwa na share mu bia bufu ya bobo economic management team di na me din ka o solid team no ka o enti wa timi anya dollar yie na wo to we ne bo ade che we wo se me ntenam adai a me santini me MVP ni pepepe na no na me ka che madam for police bi that is who am efone na me ka che madam for police bi say ena de wo da police vehicle mo Ghana na etua ya be meka wo testing message na enche kura wo be wie wo service no so wo be ro watade na na me bo wo ro wie asatam kura no agba akokura na wo be to we 200 Ghana cedis o na wo be timase wo do say anopa bi o frame ka je me say asem na me kan na fe no wo timase na dey ye dey kwai evo no so ye mwa me 3 cedi 27 pesos so 3 cedi 27 pesos.
Okay. I'm sorry for now for I'm sorry your TV videos no me no nyina. The opening so e kan so no ya de ayedi hu adanse ye tene da bia wo Ghana say say eniema aye kwatriple. Eniema eboa aye dene. After let's say 2019 no bana there just say terrible. Ye na MPP for no enso so e ka say e coronavirus na kofa wenum nyina ba ye. Na dodo na so e ka say coronavirus na e ba ye no so ne Ghana nko na kan no. E ka ma nyina nti yentimi mfa anya yastic en ka se chinchina coronavirus na ama economy no akosa nti no in short no aho kira se say obi a complain say wo Ghana no it's more than we were expecting then him say you two about change of government ama yenya better Ghana and so me feel say up to now no we compare there and say your West Ghana whether we like it or not that is the state Ghana you woman she say compared to Muhammad time no now it's West and we voted for change say for a better. But now it's not better, it's worse because I want to maybe a cost of Ghana, no, really. And even though there's free SHS, but free SHS, no, it's not enough. Free SHS for as you need to me 12 years, you be to me more year and I need the Iran and Kurako, Makoko Bisu, I want you about Ghana and yɛmfa ahokyerɛ ɛhɔ na bobie ne hɔ wia so ɔpa ahokyerɛ ahokyerɛ a yɛmpɛnti ne yɛ change yɛsesa aban sɛsi ahokyerɛ abanti na obi sɛ ɔpɛ change because of fees obi nya better option there why not or option there obeko for change only option there no only option no team 4 years no so ye no the MPP ye bia obi akara no atum ehwe because ye need option no option no na aba say on the 7th January no 7 December no sorry ye nkoto aba no nti na e wo say ye fifi mu ne ye hwi bobom ne hunu say ye ma MPP atoa so ana say yes sisa wo mu yes sisa wo mu ne ye pe change so are we going for NDC or we are going for somebody neutral ni nyina wo Ghana for ho said the mechanic da bia say ene ye tia brochi ne de more or less obi anim say ye nto aba ye kan yesem de ye hunu ne experience ye be hunu no ene ne ma ye be hunu ane ma ya asem wa ye ka bie but ye nto aba ne bi na mo amoto aba no ya na mo hwe na mo ntie ye na mo mfa toto mo ne ma ho ye kensem wa ye ka ye de ya hu ye so ko dwa mienu ane hunu de eba ya tena Ghana ya tena brochire the hunu difference wo mu yete ha ye hunu ni tira na de e kan say ade na ne ma bi ho a ye so simple say ye do ye man ye betimi ye ne afia hye ye man ne so ye de ye ne man no every day by day e ko west and west ade ye ko ye nipa ben ye mpani mfo no de anko anu mo hwehwe we de my MPP a e wo no nta ne city we de my NDC so a ye wo no so se ne city so where are we going e man no so no 80% and as 90% no MPP NDC o mu nyina so afeli and that is what today we are going to talk about. Is Ghana a failed state? And you know, young common so. Opening say back to you, back to the studio. Said the year coming in and so more the kaka. Yes, starting from the economy. The economy of Ghana now, how do you say it? From before up to now, the Abidruno and then the economy the Abidruno send a no ever.
That was it. First of all, there will be said Abbas being a failed state. Then you ever discuss about whether Ghana state in way failed or unfairly. Okay, to the American or there you should time Mahama Wadon Inyama Oti Ina Akufo-Addo so obey Inyama Waye because I'm making there or catch a Ghana for there. Mahama or incompetent.
No great.
In the oil corrupt.
Yeah, no great.
Na wabaya Ghana ye ma onwan kasa wonya beji. Asam kwa mi free dan there ba umeka there wabaya Ghana the Dubai of Africa.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo or so bold po or catch a Ghana for there. Samu bana mi fela mumpamami. Okay. Okay, but along the line, there, se leader bia company bia se nyama onko ye leader no wo blame no.
Yeah.
We blame employers no. Ma if leader no ejuma orbo to form on nkofo anase fo no bo hwe na wa ye ejuma moti Akufo-Addo obey why on you interested to build Ghana the promise now to the promise now of the ma Ghana for no. Okay, about 2 promises or not so many promises, but I will pick only 2. Also to fight against illegal mining and to fight against corruption. But before you see there, I will protect the public's purse.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Bedroom highway. What any minister be no way the statistica. Oboko prison. America Oboko prison. And also Obo resign. Africa the Onko prison. When you back government no way rule country no. It is a well-less issue. Obi a fight corruption. No one. To obi riadzina ontum on punishing na if you there no was na bazna obeye the same thing also obu to state no enti oma corruption beye so pervasive dem kofo wo sika but the whole thing the Ghana why had that say fight against corruption all years in papa because Woba accuse you there a NDC ni ana a MPP ni. But what other one you free there? Say MPP ana NDC po so why previously corruptor new government now will promise to fight corruption or there will follow one pledge. No man also on fight one kind of NDC here into NC they be one mandam because they be try to show as the Macadamia as what's about Hoba or but I hope I don't find no I hope I can punch you with the dado. No other woman there. Okay, peace in our reports. No what I feel the whole gap of corruption. Until we inflate tariffs into a man confirm to me fa as in the country in a confirm on to import in Yama in for back country. Nina in the oru down now a man from to me there oru down a cursor they will attack you. Ghana media na order wo bo here was silence on Nina muntu me kada Akufo-Addo monska no me huta mo monska but I know how effective Ghana media is and it came to a time oh we bo man nature there man ko apa ya mo order the one task because many years international we kunu da dado because abra Ghana oye good we bomb Mohammed chira we nyina sana oboa na so stampia or conference there no so oye bontia Mahama ma o pecho nkofu pi wo pa Mahama cho but echo no enfosu bi anyo okay it's e would say we be chira na say the economy no ya sometimes you know erka man fantasy into no until my last year moko Ghana no habo no sorry takradi habo mo hobby investigation no ebika chem there ship you know obodoke 2 days ago we find grande agol and so the bay or your 3 cars mo publish article no be able to mo find on Google Grand Angola docked in Ghana with 3 vehicles. About the 3 cars only show how serious the economy of Ghana has been. Very serious. Now 3 cars no I'm telling you taxes awarded to do it will pay 200 euros no will 4,000 euros for his Toyota Corolla. Abasama. This is tax Corolla even taxes so many. Yenkede Akufo-Addo or Kede Obama be reduced taxes because Mahama taxation is too much. But Obama pile up. Okay, on intention. But anyway, to them American, in maybe or American or the mission ye because I'm not for there. Mo support NPP, mo support NDC. But on them, moko boot into political party wa Ghana do him kura. Mandom party bia or mo vote am party bia in this them NDC in crowd from I mean what I know is I have to fight for everybody to live a higher way in maybe or why create in such a way there I'll talker only Africa dam so show now a catch on the dam na nyame all on ya no one be full. Okay, one thing that he's going to fight against illegal mining, but it turned out that he is behind illegal mining. Okay, I'm assuming the way I'm assuming Yamazi. First of all, about illegal mining say Ghana now was Bernard Enchubosiako, known as Wuntumino. As a president, you know, Ghana population were accusing there. On friend the man and want to make on how? Your president, you are not called for that. That means he is receiving money of support from Wuntumi's illegal mining. That is why he quickly came out to defend him. This is my opinion. You can accept it or not. I won't force anybody. Okay, Oko. Only thing young Oko purchasing power and waba phone. until cocoa board is struggling. But when we media be a employer. Magana fu there. This is what is going on. Next a trade then you become public enemy number 1. This is what is happening in Ghana. I saw for into Mwankasa. Another thing, Akufo-Addo or appointee new relative Akufo-Addo as finance minister. That was the first article I wrote that echo Google. You will never see such an appointment. Because such appointment in Nenima, you know, corruption no 5 years in. Nessa as finance minister. How do you do the corruption to be easy? It will facilitate corruption, obey the catalyst. It will speed up the reaction. It's exactly on so many finances whereby only but the whole thing is there or yeah. Motu Mama, another example. The collapsing of the 8 financial institutions were Ghana. We are appointing Canada to collapse the banking institution so that Akufo-Addo's data bank will monopoly. A change a Japan bookie or exposing within son watch on in your room. But when I do want to survive, and they use 25 billion to dissolve it. Oh, Abasini. Into some Mercadama, all I'm here, the Mukro. DC. No, why are them bank institution on what dissolving on only the initial problem on a watcher Belgium how about before na one friend Belfius one friend Desia Bank collapse in a bit case institutions have been collapsed. How do you think your country will be? But they will tell you coronavirus. They will tell you Russia-Ukraine war. But let me tell you, let's assume it is coronavirus. How many people know coronavirus in Ghana? Okay. How many people know Abuchi in Onyankura? So still one economy here in Ghana. Belgium will do cocoa. And share cocoa tree and you know. But why a chocolate one win is coronavirus World Bank so many institutions were Ghana sika World Bank mekedo o Ghana 430 million. The government kede were Ghana 100 million until the World Bank director Nankasa boss hey mama 430 into 330 now in such a way there it belongs to only a few people.
Yeah.
But a domino kasankasano wabebre so ever fight for against so ever fight against corruption now that's set good example. Belgium one na obotum government we hu and approach we hu there over $100 million order to nufia we down. No, but Ghana or other men come as some one kasa juno mahamu oya azepapa na oya azebon ana Akufo-Papa na Akufo-Addo waiba. And to me no Akufo-Addo wambaye president in Ghana yako far. That's my opinion.
Okay. Now say no. So they will count Akufo-Addo wambaye president whereby no by corruption or by better. ɛna ma medical kan na ma yɛ try say be changes here changes because ama ma no so ba obɛka no sɛ ne wo kan ne sɛ obɛ yes obama corruption akofom
that's p
you know you know na kan ho ma Akufo-Addo nya massive vote no because you know say ka SHS in kwade a na Akufo-Addo ne last election no 2012 no ka wan lose because nobody ka so we free SHS and so gather for amfi no because need that corruption scandals no na too much. It Ghanaians they were fed up with Mahama and the government. And ma yetuma Akufo-Addo massively because he himself one thing ma yetuma no send America can say too. Who say fight against were fairly completely. Send were fairly your friend say fight against how to illegal man no. The same thing or fairly against corruption. Say wow Wakabi. I'm saying Wakabi. So I will be bika. I will come bika.
Corruption yaza. Europe.
Yeah.
Or America.
Yeah.
All the developed countries. Corruption. Only thing I hand what predator what trying or fighting. Until they come up with modern technologies, how to payment this one. But still our experience. But Africa. Corruption so Africa. But me can't be Mahamas or your corrupt crapper or John Ghana from he left only a debt of 200 billion or just so many projects on. Okay, Akufo-Addo is in power for 8 years. Ghana outstanding debt now is 763 billion. Wait, about this can you unto my explain? Akufo-Addo when see Obubun for one hospital also obese modern 1 year. He otutu form also obese say edwin wa ehu there no. Edwin corruption wo NDC kwapa. Wodwi yipa wo ma yipa o feed the Ghana food ma and this ma Ghana food feed the way impa ma Ghana want to look Bahumia or promise mama only 3 promises share agenda 111 Ebubu hospital Lateshi Nungwa hospital na se busi ama wame ntumi sa isi then is 111 hospitals Ghana food mpocho minyimbe wenyansa aya Minya wanye Maham Baunia on more promises are all the promises on menu. The easiest to build toilets we into toilet in super into ma. Also then also obesi airport na bibi wa Cape Coast. In they say oh yeah no we vote. So about how we can be there if you want to see the lack of knowledge of Africans write it in the book. The master no discrimination. Why do they have to say this? If you want to know the intelligence of a black man, write it in the book. Or Africans, you read. But a tree, don't know. There's a certain element. About so woman that you see in Yansa to fetch it.
Yeah, some more. Memo video bi wa ha. Memo audio bi wa ha na ye.
Makasa asem ni wapai. Besa ma Dr. Bawumia sa to aso breaking 8 no. It will be an insult. That is an extension of Nana Akufo-Addo. Me who the way I'm kasa asem no, but eyame the air course no as Nana Akufo-Addo afeli yansa ma na Dr. Bawumia so meto aso mfeli ni engusu ani esori anopa. Hey, me de me ntimi esori anopa na de bia me mekeka msa o. There be meto aso. Go papa na ya nkasi defending no na ye man ne ba waku ya ni ma se tie ma Dr. Bawumia why failure. He's part of the failure. Ye man into aso. Them as usual one na wosika. Into the November after the Akufo-Addo abom man ya tuma ya ho tre ya brain the next 5 years. Some Dr. Baumia or Kahuno and some to answer in the name of next to lead. That would be an insult. Ghana yenya bro, Ghana nyo bia diao, yenya bro. Yemo bia medada idiemu. Yemo bia medada idiemu. Mi busa Dr. Baumia so no ka do be pede ye no be pede ye buse ya ne ye nenam ne ye twefa ye bo wamia ya no wamia wa no ye de to bebre atoto so ka che ye se to mo ntwa to mo de mo ba betete enne to mo mia ma de ekoso nyina wamia wa no enne wa ye din ba be ka so ya ka se o suro nyankopon na asofo no mpanyifo madam ma muntie mi mo ka ho e na ye bre mo ka ho hwe me kasa wo ye mu me kira youth ade me kira university for ade Emebru no shi omu no mu di nkomo a enyoma omu ka no omu ye frustrated. Emebru no shi omu no mu kasa wo shi omu akomem a omu ye frustrated. Just omu hu do January afi na etu omu ka. January di aba. Ye be di Easter. After back 3 months January afi na wo be tu omu ka. Ona de ba kwa ba betum. Obi aye adwuma na ye tua ne ka na kofo eda so ne nam ho. Obi awie ne ntwa teachers for omuka de kwa say newly recruited teachers are do ma no president president edi wamia wa no na ya wasa de aba be fa nyankopon sam so with God all things are possible with God then you say hey enya ba umi give you chem Ghana for enya tibiem sabi enya adai muni say ye defend your sam so a ye be atum na who say na Akufo-Addo and the cement is over 100 Ghana cedis ade cement 100 Ghana cedis mo bia mi no cement 100 Ghana cedis wo say yes am next to lead who lead it akoka dey asabeto aso please don't insult us Ghana for any abre me do ya na kasa no e me time Emi time say won kuma ye bre won pe kanya zasem bia ntai de wo pa me say wo do be sa to aso wo be to aso be eden ena wo bosumi so na wonya usika be hwe multimedia de bia ena bu so bi oye adwuma tem bia ye fro o ma 100 o ma 50 o ma 200 o ma me say ena be school fee ena wo na wo ye adwuma ko nya bi ni because of a mamu bonia Dr. Baumia and the president aye na ma sa campaign ya ma se ma to aso what is next to lead. What are we talking about? Are we serious? Because of the
for your form say the tibia when me kan say ya ma ha say ya bana ya be ka bibi and I say ya be support to NDC no na mom say na ye de ebu hu akonta hu say ETS na mobile no the papa ne bone egu mu no especially boy papa yenka jesa bone egu mu tidie hu ye afi say entwa yi no ye no na mi say ye be ka ehu asem ya metena se ye be twa MPP abo ana say ye be ka bibi agesi MPP ntini yete ha da bi de mom no aba na amu mu no ene ma ye fi say ne from ho abo ntumi amana anye se ne peno no ye na na wo say kan ye okwan se ye kan asaganean na so de okasa ye amutie ne audio yi na dwanto from Israel FM na all kasa no o say o de yaw na ye kasa say we are all disappointed in MPP. That is for sure. But send American medical can say yen to abani bi ye de Kenya yen to abani bi e wom say mahama ba no sisi no na pobo a obo ontimi ma policy bia che say ye convincing but at least ye hwede ye kono so a it's up to me no say ye ma na wo muntu aso say na pani ni kan ye ma wo muntu aso ba mu yan san to aso mfa ye nko henfa henfa no say ade akobio de ye dri henfa no say ade akobio say na opani ba ko video e boy no o say a liter of fuel that's your ton 14 that can in a gallon which is 5 liters no there 14 Ghana see in 1 liter 14 Ghana that was buy also can cement was about 20 cedis 30 cedis Muhammad time she say you do 100 you come 100 crown economy come back to the city rate another and she say the Edru there's a money called west times 3 times 4 now to us the same nature say I don't know where we are heading to the men got to Obama no but it's say banya sabo ye bunu be yen kana sam it's up to you So be decided your man say send your opinion di kan or han say on you know say Ghana is a failed state. The Yaka nyina no te say enya Mahama and as nya Akufo-Addo nko but from there to Mahama to who ba ni nyina no to the end time now say Yaka ni say no the conclusion no na Akufo-Addo time na say no ye conclude for 17th December no say be na to aso and as be na si form nti no 7 December no say be na to aso and as be na si form no and ama say no ama topic no ha center on Akufo-Addo ene na ban so ejino ne yehunu sesisi no de adru no is a failed state o man no benefo no e de ahwemo it is up to me no to think and think further nya ye kasa che ye nua no mo ewu fie mbeto aba no ane yehunu sem e be ka kire wo mu say because Ghana for na omoti ho no mo nim say ampa say ye ne ye betira abruchi no na ye say ukodwa menu ana yehunu de aba ya tena Ghana ye betira abruchi yehunu de ntira yehunu sunsunu ye wo mu ane yehunu say no si yeti ho na ye ne afura ye ba ya ne ehunu se no abrofo no so mu onipa omu so ye nipa omu wo na mienu nsamienu se ye ne ne ma bi ho no mo a nye bibia na edi sky ye ya adwene ade bi ho a yeso empanimfo no adwene o ma no ho yi a ne ma bi ho butumi atoto e man ka ye ho atoyi edo so no ani yankobasa inu ye ka Belgium asem Belgium we are in Belgium omuni bibia for Belgium ni natural resources bia but the chrono bibia ekoso so bibia ekoso o man mu edi entra because omu penin for no toto enema yie bibia da na kwa mu niema bi ho a ekoso Africa utum se ha no hardly se betumi akoso e wo ha wan de omu nyinipa entinam se ye be ko break aba ye ba ye be frɛ nipa ba ku mienu bi na afi no ye de telephone number no ato na afi no wa pesa obamu no so watumi abamu se bia ha se frɛ betemre no so ye na ya mo so abamu no so abeka do mo so na se mo so abeko do mo so a contribution you know when you am go commercial break mra na afi no ye ko break mra na afi no e pa dwumadi no e meto aso ye do mo so kaka aha ayi da
Watch Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Gaspora TV. The man on the seat, Chairman Bonsafo Bewa. Solution Hour, solutions to every problem.
Sawa kwantium na wakodru fie na wonya baabi na eya pa me kamfo ni Valve Guest House amount eye Kumasi Kwadaso Estate near Christ Apostolic University and Kwadaso Market womu wo jacuzzi papa bi omu wo swimming pool a obetimi adodwo ho ni Valve Guest House se wonya ahoho bi na ompa baabi papa nso amomada na for the light adundum de menwena ho kora omu wo solar 24/7 a eya adwuma na air condition so etwagu afi grade de ni Valve dia betwam edemu stronko owo pap bi a wo bia na wo wura ho no mo a wo be fili trebie se wo pe DSTV ahwe ni Valve wo projector kesi e bodan enti wo ni problem kra se wo pe bibia nom ana se wo pe bibia die emutio die wo ni hu problem kra rani Valve bo wura ho na bibia wo nsabeka ni Valve Guest House na wura mu a emu afeyie tutromi kai enko de ba bia se ni Valve na security ne so de eye tight me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount Flowomo ewo ahomatrofo iso 0547819823 anase 0263928191 so at Nivavi, you are not just received but welcome as part of the royal family. Nivavi Guest House. May that
you alone, I'm on.
Watch Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m.
Tifo ni ahefo say yasa babio. Se na ye ka no say de ba ye esiase aye ka nyina adodo na no kogensi NPP, that is the party in power. Say enema bi ho no mo na expectation no say nyasa na nya no. But bia we don't know. Say bia na aja bibi e wo back door bia they are going to do miracles the next 4 years I ba no say nyame ya wo adum no munya power no a ombetumi aye bibia yentie ne yenim. But every MPP communicator I wo Belgium ha no so no de ye ka nyina wutie no so de owo afutu ade be ma ye de tira ye nya rehwemu wo mu enema bia wo sesesa bia enema bia ye ka ya bia nya sa ne tie ni nyina na ye hunu de ono so no obetumi ede ama de wo ema ye ansa na ya to ayen komodie no so obani what the mega
me te on kapa.
Okay, them say wo hunu de akọ nyina wotie nsem aye ka nyina agu MPP so.
Martin nyina.
Aha, enti no why MPP communicator de na tese be hu say yese Ghana adwuma bia no why de say to be MPP communicator.
No correct.
Aye de papa san say de ekofo ka no. An yeni bo yeni abotirimuka de ekofo ka ne de minu e ba ya wo ka nyina no aye facts aye nyina aye Ghana for ye hunu de yeko. We don't care medical car, we are not here just to come say the super NDMPP, no, because NDC ba o my way. Send your hotel abruchi also what system no. Besides I was winning say one story no one kwa juma unidi. Yes, Ghana will be sorry our politics I was here any debiano politician be very twam to Obama misempo na teku na ata me politicians nwa akodi susu ana akodi sika better ha ntisa nti ye nyina no ye hweso o mani be ye na abia ye so kakra e benya ne betim dia ko ne yetim betim dia ye bibi ye so yetimi atra ye krom ti na ye nyina ye wa but emre nti ne men kama no ko achi why communicator no ye ntimi nkeka wa bra ye ma okwan ma so wo mbamu na so nka wo so de wunim so ntimi converse ye nti na wada roma be dia fide na ma de aka ne nyina no especially the economy na pani e kan ya ne nsam o kan o bo so bi no e bi e wo so work e kan no so so emano ma you say with the topic of the first question is Ghana a fair state? Is a fair state or not? Na fe no we no na fe wo de wo so amaye the first state you know say Ghana na afeli na MPP na ama Ghana na afeli no it's a fair state as an BD catch for the beginning from the time of independence and now obi aba obe na from there and Akufo-Addo na number ayen wo mu so ba o ma be yo mu from there so beto aso so mu ntu aso they force down their part it the amount for ya be dru say no do you classify it as a fair state or not open in the jamo
The dikai me chair with TFO nyina me chair also Mr. Bewa Mr. Joel.
Okay,
the submission was very perfect.
Thank you very much.
Me chair the party chairman in Solomon.
Okay.
There was me chair, me general secretary, ranking member, and I'm side chair, the Antwerp chairman, Mr. Charles. Going back to the topic, is Ghana a failed state? I would say no. Ghana is never a failed state. Ghana is still a functioning state. Okay, but we say the in America, sir. Say, Kase, or might be a failed state. Maya Idikai won't mean bo Nashia so a home buying. There's no border control. Number two, there's no sustainable governance. For example, Oman Fono ini Akwenya Omuko Ekotuaba. They told me and son, Omino ain't to me provided the citizens with the basic necessities of life. So we come basic necessities of life. I'm talking about infrastructure, education, healthcare service, and education. And see a share Abako Semu and I see a share Ghana, even young Koyechi, from 1992 being the fourth republic. We have realized Ghana is a country, yet to me, the polls every 4 years on December 7th. December 7th, yes, I call Akutwaba. They told me, say, and Tokwa a nationwide conflict. Ghana has not experienced a nationwide conflict since 1992 up to now. So you compare countries, say even Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. Since 1992, you know man about shield. And should there be a more? Recently, there was a military junta, which was a coup d'etat in Burkina Faso. Inti say the science normal way in a good senior. You say Ghana is not a failed state. Ghana is rather a functioning state, which is resilient and progressive. In America, sir, because apart from about 2 years to me, your independent judiciary, your fundamental human rights laws, there are so many rights that people exhibit on a daily basis. Ghana is never a failed state. Yes, and it is true. There are economic challenges. If we are seeing them in Nayadin, and yet Ghana and Kwanayadin, Civic, it's a Belgium, hey, top Pano, Belgium, will be a Pano. Pano ball and to say Pano ball are near the last year. Yes, Belgium, Omundia hit. Almost someone of your Pano to say, it will be what I say, DNT, and a Belgium Pano so wide, I did. Indeed, on economic hardship, no, and I reaction I did, no, Sabi, and your Ghana, and so no, there be some MPP are buying any Baumia buying I buy, can say. Hardship, no, challenges, no, problems, no, a war. Also, a choir of the shifted Ghana from the current position to the position of Belgium. Said the Beya, Obito Pano, China, na Pano on the board and cry, on feely a buono, I deno, a yenshi and yes, the Guaquem. A Nintina, ye catch a Ghana for you and say, Obianca Nakuman Tuniyam, or mining wire day. No crack, and so she share pa a bit movie Ghana forward, and she share a bit making sure say all these exogenous shocks no maybe say Emma exchange rate costro, Emma normal boy a costro, Emma a Juma setup a difficult no. The solutions are with us. So give us the chance and we can put these implementations in place. Mr. Joel, I can send be brave. In relation to Ghana being a failed state, for example, corruption. Yes, Ghana, there is corruption in the system. However, the tax per GDP ratio is like 20%. It's not even more than 20%. Because, me patch say, Ghana krona ye na ye timuno. Ni padodua busumi bia mutia tax. E wo sika omunya no. Tie yi ni pedu gina ho a. Nipa miensa pe ni tiao. Na Mr. Bewa se uwa busia na uda busia no. Na musika amunya no. Ubetimi de ahwe nipa miensa abra mu yedua. E beye den na wa hwe busia no. Eno nti any Ghana for input 20 and you can say okay, then we will increase the borrowings because I buy there, I buy a government business entity, I buy a town normal top, I buy a DG revenue via the taxes. Now taxes na even and one near the share my loan. See any tax in there, and your name says you call it a kubu busia. Sabi. So what share the area say koi, area same put na. Who say one thing I Ghana for your work pa a standard of education. And one of the reasons why unemployment is very high in Ghana is the gap between the industries and the academia. The academia is totally different from the industries in Ghana. The schools no projected and graduate students they don't fit into the current labor market in Ghana. It is also a cause of unemployment rate in the country. And how do you legislate or how do you bridge the gap between the academia and the industry to reduce unemployment? These are all implementations. You need to go back to the whole academia, restructure the whole academia in relation to syllabus so that you prepare the graduates for the labor market. Briefly, also, the near training and say, and some Mr. Joel Kaye, difficulties are Ghanaians are going through me, no credit. However, ɛnyɛ problem a ɛkyerɛ sɛ Ghana nkɔ n'anim. Ghana fun ɛkɔ n'anim mmerɛ bebree. Deɛ di kan, your free secondary school education system. Yes, there are no inefficiencies. But if you compare Ghana to the other African countries we come from, these things don't exist. When we talk about health insurance scheme, Africa countries, no, you take only some few well-being countries or more health insurance scheme. It gradually, as a country, no, you fairly totally. The students here, like school there, yes. Yes, yeah, and so gradually, no, yeah, see, and one say, every community, it's the idea I'm catching Ghana for, especially the youth, me say.
Which one?
Many see difficulties are difficulties are a global challenge. I don't want to cause the reasons. So, we bet you the MPP government will promote the development of the country. Because there are so many problems.
Okay.
At the same time, no, we have so many solutions on the ground. How we will make sure we put things in place.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm saying, Wakabi, why a good communicator. I'm saying, before so be free, I'm saying, Mr. Joe, person be sound same Bakumi Nubi. Nah, you're the coso.
Yeah. Good evening, bro, Richmond.
Good evening, Mr. Joe.
But maybe so. About the economy, no. I'm very happy to meet your contribution.
Okay.
But on Ghana's democracy, no side, no. Maybe so. Just a simple question. Now one can explain because Ghanaians have never witnessed that war Ghana before. Why is it that after Akufo-Addo, Salem Mustafa, Brana Champon, they know how democracy is essential for Ghana. Only by Champon crop Watna America da. But yet they can threaten security and speak treasonous actions which can incite violence. We will not hand over power. Why is MPP doing that? Can you explain that to Ghanaians, Bajo?
Mr. Joe, for your question. Say, Obika said, we will win election by all means, in quote. It doesn't necessarily portray a violent means of winning election. For example, say, even Belgium, prior to the national elections, the main agenda Anna Blams behind propagating was we can't live with migrants anymore. However, I see a migrant, and we all know the contribution we contribute to the development of the country Belgium. Into politics, say a phrase be out. For example, we will win all elections at all costs. It doesn't portray, say, Brian means he will use violent means to win elections at all costs. What I would say and what I understand Brian's statement he made was, I will use all the available resources and strategies to make sure I win my election. That is the basic definition I understand from the phrase. However, it will be better to say, oh, Brian say I'll win election by all means and by all costs, and for that reason, we'll use positive and negative means to win the election, which might as well infiltrate violence. It's a basic understanding to the whole phrase, but at the same time, I will urge Ghanaians and I will urge every individual to actually portray the positivity out of a message than to derive the negativity which will propagate violence. Because very difficult. But then at the same time, I wouldn't tell any Ghanaian, and I will tell Ghanaians as well, to propagate the positivities from all the messages coming out and declare all the violence interjections so that we can have a peaceful general election, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yo.
Thank you.
That's it.
Martin, that's it.
Yo. It will be answered a bit from. Why?
Martin, any problem?
Okay.
Okay, me da Ghana phone now.
Yo, e je Ghana phone na ajo so. Say team for there for send mo hunu na say Richmond and wakasa no say me kasa one ne LPP communication officer wo Belgium ha. And on so no waka say question Sajuwa ebisa no so no otimi eyi question na no kama sani ya oka no say sani bia ya dwene no eje sa ne bia etie na oka bibi se obi ya ne ntiase ntine bia ye ntiase no na obi so ntiase no eye different is possible ntine wa kire mu sani ono so ntiase fa ama ye fi say well e bia eto asomo is up to etifo no a mo tie no na mo na mo I mean mo decide na ye hunu de wo say eba ana say mo na mo bu na mo botimi decide am ye hunu de etie I'm saying obi aba homa no so right ma yem fa no ne tie de no so ma ya sana ya ma Mr. Joel Atwa ankomo no so opani e mo akwa aba Gospel TV
you make him so
na
I want to be good din
sana baby sa obi ni baby a o ka se free
me from free the ka se free am to
okay
and better mo program am tete ba so kaka
o so na kasa obi eti o
na idea e di kai no mo se be me start myself no Ghana is not a fair state. Ghana is not a fair state and it will never be a fair state. Chief I want to say most active program no papa na o to ntia no Ghana obo NPP for echi Akufo-Addo echi ni ade but sabi you need kakra Ghana and the person say Ghana I face data Ghana and normal for years particularly all the time.
so say na medical car
yes the make class access and say what say this capone that is my for the best for my it is a America is capone omo no over the place where yeah you make to na say yeah no and you find one it's more than 12,000 workers yeah my be private and what the people here can never it's in the country a caution
economy no
one is a bad person but from Ghana is Kafuni if Ghana the guy say you might be an Ghana a be what is a main timber company and this is something within that never happened between 5 and 10,000 workers one is a buy and for the good segment then we're maybe to say when cheap to Macan yeah Macan no football club when cheap to Macan one is a buy and for the good segment okay now no you brewery now one is a every club will cheap and we're going to call Liberia now also look at workers okay support any FDN team commercial scaffold and is I prepare no appear make a few so to miss a year there thank you for the ones the very much Ghana no you can't be but say or Maya what they did 19 good years Ghana and one of the time and a man among who say millions Ghana I want to say because Ghana are a risk but the corruption that's the man yeah can no person who fight corruption first identity card no about me the abano identity card no any bit India fight corruption I will say we you so you police me with a crown or the no fight corruption the system no media go personal and they fight corruption for the example back first no bank managers only customers be 8 million one now the India court on their court loan and people let you know now yet bad debt they really cannot you know what they are saying a course I'm so and the business okay now the entire identity card system I bank baby if you are going to another banker it shows what is the Europe I say there's a corruption much more fight corruption only me I'm ready you can go and see it but the name say system no area because of this capture they are called Africa I also say a fat national bank you say the kind of okay and then it's not pushing them and the corruption now yeah kind of I just say Europeans on VTR or my corruption no yeah be and no maybe in the fight corruption that identity card now a dear panel
identity card no and never fight corruption. Let's see can any Google for bottom and Quabano about the dear by all.
Maybe some
And the Tosu being solo. Ghanaians like Casanana, the Japan say, you are bomb part, bra. Would you look at say, be a filling station? Or no, food and I, you good name on promise, a higher price now, yet can want them to see. No one trying to ask him, said the doors will just get to Mr. Easy, let's say a crap and funnel. Yeah, they do tell me, Yana, you're politicians, I mean, a giant Yakasakasayasam. Yeah, your babu here, I will say your way. We need to confine the map about the book room. No, the Monton Crata, no tonic, and Koran Crata, no, this cannot happen. Yeah, it's okay. Because a call a year. It's the young Catholic to just bring Kutayano and your papa. It is a politician I can almost be a human being like us. What you say? Then you could it is a Catholic or man, a person man year. And you also say you actually. Or mania is sure far will be with us. I got a win at that. No, Chiana Bola, no, you cool. Oh, yeah, it's so good to Kua. You know, you're bought a biachi. Yet you come and you know, a COVID-19. You can war. It affected the whole world. You can I certainly I kept your cousin 200,000, but it's me deep and the Vika. She said you get 2,000 plus, but we won't see because we have writing. And now we'll come and say that's what a person room, because then we have a person room, and 930, excluding other taxes. He done back up to say you go to 930. Now say, we'll let you see my. We hit when you hit in my internet in my other area say about 2,000 pounds can edit maka. It's in Ghana and Kona Hotel. If you want to use buying it say a buying I say the Ghana for 1 year pedima. I buy a so not say or a year. Temana you sorry to say Temana son you go school your Makoy and your access can you call body near Yeska actually to say a pressure and I won't pay us no a bit easy and the Ghana and Yakona or Chester can know that puts up also. Or that could be not all the Oscar. Yes, all my thing. You blame for the first one, my thing. And then a buyer seat swap. Is a so bad 5 years in TV, so you my brand, you're 5 years in at all. Or back of place, I got a bubble say, I know I put me 15,000. No, the ability to know the number. Okay, I was saying, you can say the BRC government because I deal with criminal and yet. Mother, I don't know we or man said we can Omukoye Juma. It is no pressure the anchor was here or the toast was our pressure no more year through. So what I say, but Ghana Yakoba, Omukoye, but the answer the foul means and the application. It's why do we blame or almost blame government? Corruption as a Pafana or Tonto kind of corruption or Bedia. But the idea and yet the nation you come and here in free Ghana urban lentis. Yeah, what on 540 twice. And then the basis are that you air condition won't need to quiet. The Ghana has changed. It's in Ghana, no any Ghana, a manner, a mentality, and also in the president, and then I would say a politician. It's representing church. She said, we are told to see a Ghana, she don't do a cheese, but the empire doesn't say a year will be tearing a comedy cool, but lay time when you are upon the tree, and you be feeding to the view of theatre and a comedy cool. You are going to now I don't know your bed. If you know not a government, if you use somebody the government, you can and yet share your back room. So the police for any control a black man and Arab man, not police for no or because someone say yen in Brazil. Yen am black and fan free. It's no yen soon blame the government, it's a government Ghana no say is free Wallace and a best Ghana. Then they say because you man know Ghana you know. The only better calling you and one thought Ghana if I know a Ghanaian you not a workers or any fan or more. It's unemployment in a CSU, my Akufo-Addo time and unemployment a year. I don't care whether they vote for Bawia or they vote for former President Mama. Because former President Mama, I'm a boy, you big boy, you have go to table. Say port, what all port, no. Ports now are told the same person so a campaign say and no boy and no boy didn't know. That's just an ordinary chance because obey Omakas what port, obey on Kundina, the asset port on toy. Undina, the asset port on toy. It is a Ghana. You be a Omania, Nigeria. no mo ka e mo ni ade ade no o de embargo ato adon say import of rice so Nigeria also be complain say e mo why if you wadi do o ye nya so ye ka ho bi ene ye ntino we ka ho we have to blame the government and blame ourselves also.
Okay.
Maybe so
but there was some me contribution kakra me won be better me so me di e ni pedi aju me say the problem I know it's not from MPP until now be anga say MPP for and I corruption here. Okay. So the person o mo check ayi or say galamsey na so the no kwa no ma go din confuse kan o the Akufo-Addo one MPP if I go to galamsey say or check ayi illegal mining. It is nearly as a miner as an illegal police war. It is not also
Mate, metele dasi. Ina so no me misa wasem. Aha, o nsane ya wo kan. Ya ba akromu ayi, saa na yeso yeti o, ye frigana, ene ye de ye suban ne ye de frigana ene ye de bae. Ento ya ba akromu ha no. Eja hihye ye pa ampadefo na hihye enti no, upo umpewu, ubedi mraso. Why ni mraso are you penalize for that? Enti amache say you have timia akọ system no ma system no na yafa. Enti what we have the reason why you blame your penny for say so to create a system. Ema system no dey ye adwuma ema ne ema eto yi say corruption say na ewo kan of course enya Akufo-Addo ne beba ba ye saa de no enya Akufo-Addo ne bekọ akọ stop galamsey saa na abrochiri hanso so no so wumpia wo da aka ana say ukoye bibia Prime Minister nyo na eba abeka che say yesi ana yesi but one can say the system na owura mu no amo hunu say bosome so a Ghana had last time kan ha say Belgium ha 1 year ni government but obia ya adwuma nya ni sika ma bibia because the system was working, institutions are working. This is what we want in our country. So it and yes you blame leadership and as you blame aban the reason you blame aban no we say obi opa aban di bia na otik Ghana hono we nim the problems are here from we nim the tier to bana so be ma change. Now we are expecting those changes say obeba amane ma institutions are adwuma obama ba e sa na obeka e obama beka kire say yenya strong institutions ye na betimi aboa so
chairman strong institutions strong institutions okay
meba eduye abza obi abaso ti ma me fa ni pakro na right yo
right
opening good evening sir odini baby akasa free you from say
yeah papa
Johnson okay
papa na obeka na dia just say o be ya fra no one more running ni o mo nko wasi o mangai obi abeku company na hem port yes port na nya mama na kind maaye ufo na kind maaye ufo na kind maaye anta na wo mama ba ya o be stand now o ya kan corruption na mo kind for this you be corruption on my PDS for 51 million with the time and can afford 51 million dollars. Judges for that black judges that will have you and I can say right now one because you can one hand big pen
but yeah Matuwa say Mr. Johnson how say you can be the car say when Ghana is a first state it's not necessary say MPP aban and NDC aban because since independence now no penifo adi anim no meba penifo adi anim no be pemne no ye kan nyina bomu a Ghana no is the state the country no ya failing and I say you failing it no the na high obi no what failing David Jason in short no matter the penifo in our failing and the abidu baby a yedri so when you say it's failure Mati yeah away medasi Mati Johnson medasi ai yedim nyina Mati tudi e besa Mati e besa ba so why Mati Mate. Yeah, NDC. Mr. Free, I'm saying. Mr. Free was so out here, you know, question of person will be son. I'm saying, Mr. Joe, person will be Mr. Free, baby, him say. Mr. Free, Uti,
Mr. Free, good evening.
What Casa?
Pacho, Mpedem bisa sam kakra, esinde Ghana card na ba omewayen. Ono na obotum wa solve corruption problem wa Ghana. Pacho Ghana card mpedem mbisa de Ghana card no. Nchena wa ye na Belgian government ohu money laundering na okrosi bank account wa hano. Na Ghana card no don't want to money laundering wa hana Ghana Belgian government ohu ya sana okrosi Ghana commission Ghana embassy ni account wa ha. That's number one. Number two, Belgian access no wa ya Ghana card na odubachi obo corruption no. Ghana card about na kasa na collaborate with the governor of Bank of Ghana, Ernest Anderson, without parliament approval. We printed money 3 times. That also caused the downfall of the economy. Every fragile economy no bisebiara, as soon as more money enters into the market, it collapses it. The same thing in 1 year, we printed money 3 times without the approval of parliament. Until the media by if you Ghana card no often corruption for Ghanaians, but only the mama I don't get it. Another thing, Bank of Ghana will lose 60 billion Ghana cedis. Them being a wire Ghana card. Why that Ghana card want to prevent that? You know something? Let me tell you, problem over Ghana no. That problem is with so many people in Europe. People find it so hard to accept mistakes into corrections and bad. This is our problem. If we can be able to identify our problems, we won't talk about others. Mahama is corrupt, but that doesn't mean that MPP also has to be corrupt. We should think of the welfare of our country to build it. It's only there MPP here because Mahama was here. Only the Akufo-Addo here because Mahama was here. Only the Bawumia here. But whatever Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians he was coming to do, no, he came to do it worse. Do you want me to clap for MPP? So you see, we have to address the mistakes so that they don't be repeated, because as American, this is what many people are doing, and the government don't see the mistake that he has done for it to make any tangible corruption. Correction. The matter enjoy.
Okay. Mr. Free ati won kam say obefre abaso. I'm so just okay. Mr. Free. Okay. I'm so what you do open in the car. I'm so by dumwa you know say bibi wo chikakra. So about to free you know what?
There is I want to meet you because we did some catching the children of South Korea.
Okay. And you tell your car and
Tidia or cannot there were many phones.
Okay.
As
you said, yes, you said, are you okay? Aye. And you know what, baby, car the okay, and what you do, okay.
My Shadanti, Untamika said, number one, I need to know, man. Shadanti question.
I'm off at
okay. Okay, and no problem. Today, I'm saying, actually, you best after when I didn't come out to be a shall bet me album. Why, I'm saying, open even so. Hello. Open it, didn't baby, I'll get free.
Yo, oh, yeah. Mr. Vertical, like I say.
Mr. Vertical from France.
From France.
Okay. I call about it to say.
Yo, you're not a Roman, no one pipe. Me who ya pa.
That's good.
Me ya vertical.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Me wa go she musu say wo so ni bushafo na mo na mo so obi ya vertical.
Dami ado na mo pa bo ye nyina obi ya vertical wa ha.
Ghana na ya diagonal.
Ah, okay. It's an unimu no ai. Ye tie o.
Nje wa ya ba say ya susu ya dia dwen baba kakra. So what do you tell me? And then a chair for the church for
A tie for jo so.
the basua I'm say Masam kakra bi na mom say me kasa wa ga me kasa be kwachi kakra.
Ta kwasa be bako achi bo bon point mai se de be you be so betimi abamu na nipa no jira to do
so de me woni say me me kasa wa nti we de me so babu mo na say me tita nje tetia
I don't my time 5 minutes Kevin Taylor
okay
me ba mo mas ba ni say me kabi na NDC for na me kabi ma
MPP so
MPP for
yes san na
na me dey ani say me pesa me twa ade kakra bi araso me de ma dwi ba na me twa Ghana for ye nyina ya de sisa atemiso ye ka corruption bribery and corruption o man Ghana mu no ache sa de na ba o man
e na be normal
o just say aye ba normal part of our life.
Our system now very normal.
Yeah. Now the only subject corruption completely from the country. Now that's what that you know. So we are for again. Mami, na yentie yehu kwankra be faso. Now, my goodness, Mukra. Number one. I was say, Minister of Education. Minister of Education, you know, one added to the what do you call it? The subjects you teaching, you schools. You schools.
Anti-corruption.
Enter through books about the impact of corruption. Impacts of corruption, the side effects of corruption, and now bribery and corruption. Corruption, say now. Number three, musicians in charge there and for corruption and to young and corruption and hereby money one form stories, no one any records. Radio so TV so and a kai mu tremwa basisi ni ye bo bas who frequency concline next is so corruption and who transfer the my o man no e hu ntono o man no asaye no na ye bo ni ye ti say ye be elections and as ye be change now ye be change going from left again to right and if I know
na makase ya mo ho dawuru ni ade say na wo kan is true na
I feel I'm not subject but before very important
any important no kona entem na ye mere no nipa
Mr. Vertical Mama can't say me asama Kenya me Gigi, but I'm telling you I have to tell you the truth. I don't want to solve a problem or correction we're gonna there. They should set a good example to put somebody behind bars for 15 or 20 years. Ghana one day baby
to me also a problem no.
Okay, the point I'm giving part maybe not so near. And for now, almost school, almost started dentistry. Yeah, teachers, dentistry. Yeah, for and 13 years sensitizing in Kolankitin. In Kolankitin, almost that class one, but whom you know, I'm because the subject. Almost the subject. I can't subject no one. Secondary schools. No, we ain't jump on any shift from Brim, and from secondary school, and from university. You find sensitizing and cook to woman. which I say, inform part of them. Because I quite remember them now, Kwame Nkrumah was what a young pioneer, maybe call young pioneer that. Because young pioneer. Who do fear Kwana Bushafono, no Omusru, Umamino, Pamudin Kobokra, no mere day, no Musru. So I got what here, you'll put the Wombako, Bako charge.
Yeah.
Aha. And it's a corruption idea, no any year subject. And the starting Kolan Ketua school, elementary school, Sunni Kroniba, and Mancolano, a Koma Aginum, a Koma Kum, a Koma Gim, sorry, and Kroniba, Omono, every new time, Omo, Ya Omobaba, Turkey, Ovano, Abay administrative one, Konabani at the Adeno. So I'm here sensitized the one, which I say, Oma, I am used to that. Oh, na, I don't know, na. A free omanum kakra because they said corruption is here no and yet as I'm kitwa e wo omanum and yes I'm kitwa bra because me brother pani am di na chi wo diatic why wo diatic wo ba di bo tell one cry ya ko diatic no me my example tik no ba ba ja na fa me ko fie no watema Omu brother eji akonya ba fra akoma dan no oba tema no fra akoma dan me tisi obi kwa so fra akoma dan obi oba so anu o se patro guy ya ma o so fra aha o do say me brother eji akonya ba in Christ no pesika 30 million of the man no omo man just 20 million but omo man stand in krata 30 million omo man here krata to the position of the man also as the capital as 30 million cities. Whereas they gave him only 20 million. Now, my brother, my auntie, and Tama, when you track and
coming back to the topic, coming back to the topic, now, do you consider it as Ghana as a failed state or not?
And I make at this very moment in there, or man, to say, you come once more, thing, you come Ghana as someone. Assembly Ghana, my me in fact, easy for me. Easy for me. Omano mentality de umono.
Do you consider a question no do you consider Ghana as at now as a failed state or not?
Oh well, I failed practice so many years back.
Thank you. I don't know.
You failed practice so many years back.
Okay, I see.
You failed a long time.
Aha.
And Ghana is here resources. Resources.
Yes.
And can state
you were also a woman, exactly.
Yes. Yes. Can you get the TV crying?
Yeah, but that's a part.
And can you not cry? You're different, which I got now.
Sir. You're penny for that feeling. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there be a Africa. Ghana no ebe yi na nye generation. A generation to come. Yes. Until then, I was starting. I will come once. Yes. Until you test us, and I said, "Yeah, boy." And that's how they are. We are joking.
Yeah, we are joking.
But I was here from here.
Woman for no much and got time for corruption. So only called Banya Diadi. Now you find sensitizing your manner or your in the future.
Okay.
I say 20 years time, no.
That is a near master. That time you will call it. That's it. That's it. Mr. Vertica, that's it. Ghana Vertica. That's it. Ghana and Agona, come back to Vertica. My last comment enough, you know. Your friend, you know, and so the amount for us can be fine. In a bonnet out of my
many on my witty, waiting Poncho. As some cacam padam carrying there. Mempede Bia Bakade, Ibiana, Mahama.
Mpacho, hold on, Kakra. Opani,
hello.
I was about program no so.
No, I mean, what am I trying to I mean, what is this? Let's start with me more.
Hey, Ade, Maza, Kasa. My flower, will telephone says, I know I'm busy. Into the Koso, can say a town no ya bintino.
Mpacho Kasa.
Tikasa. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Kasa. Your town no ya binti Kasa, me uncle.
Okay. We Chairman Patterson, can say. Joel, but I don't know, say if he even ever remembers me.
Now, picture that will be a car on Akasa. Your town no Koso.
Obiano Pedoke
fine. It's more than 30 years. I've never had any relinquish with that person.
But you've never changed. You've never changed. You are still there.
There's a point you want to make.
No.
Yeah, I'll be glad to know.
In brief. Okay. I'm not going to hold you on.
Thank you.
But your friend is saying, I think I'm a little bit set up a bit. For the topic about the for discussion concerning is Ghana a failed state.
Yes.
I wish I could have come on earlier a bit.
Yes.
I think that they are coming to me about yet me I receive
yes.
I debate directly into the topic. Because if you define what a failed state is, what is the failed state? If you go back even to the Oxford Dictionary, a failed state, is defined as a state in which one or more of the fundamental conditions of sovereign government is absent. And examples of failed states, Somalia, Liberia during the Civil War, Congo, all those states now. The institutions not any Juma, not any kind of banana states.
Yeah, banana republic. Yeah.
Nothing worse.
Yeah.
These are what I think per the prescription of the topic as a failed state. This is those are the failed states that has come to pass, and I said that do exist. But I think that all the discussion I've had is just evaluation of the performances of our past and present government is what we're doing. Everything now is centered on corruption.
Yeah.
How did the governments manage our resources?
Yeah.
How did they manage Ghana? Based on the resources that has come our way. Because there's no definition of success. Because success, there's no definition to it. You succeed per what you have.
Yeah.
Yes, your resources you want to. And no, and on the better your developmental progress in the idea. Now, what I say, second, so you are failure now.
Yeah, failure.
But the topic, say, is Ghana a failed state? I think say any relevance to the discussions now. To me, that is my point of view. Because of course, corruption Ghana is still a whole. Corruption all the institutions are there. Example, can say Belgium had no government for a whole year.
Yeah.
But within 1 year, everything worked.
Yes.
Why? Because the institutions were working.
Yeah, exactly.
The institutions were there. They were working. They were holding everything together. But here in Ghana, the institution seems to be working, even with all the corrupt nature now we are discovering. But they are still holding on. We are still one people as a nation. So you can't say who was now that there's other countries that make Kenya that upon all our outrances that in Ghana we've never experienced it. Will be that. So which means the institutions are working. But we are corrupt nature. And the fruits of the resources that would have taken us comparing to the other countries with the same resources that have attained certain heights more than us. That is the comparison. That is where we have to say on those aspects, then we have failed. Our governments have failed us. But in broad daylight, is Ghana a failed country there. To me and to the ordinary person's interpretation of the English language, you know, now compare Somalia and other countries, but we have never been there and we are not there. So to me, I wouldn't say Ghana is a failed country, but we have had failed governments which have failed its people to be where we are now. Thank you. The meeting I catch the topic.
Mr. Patterson,
we have to live in the context of the topic we are discussing about.
I'm really happy about your contribution over your definition or your opinion about failed state. But you said something which it is true about corruption. But do you know that in other terms, you know, we have so many dictionaries that can give several definitions. Okay, economy can also make a country a failed state. And why is it that economy can make a country a failed state? That is if the economy can support the country and everyone is suffering and everything has gone down. So we can still put it in that category. Just as you said, corruption is the main problem, but we are now experiencing a failed state due to the fall of the economy, which can sustain the population of the population or the work employment force. That's also my opinion.
But maybe I may disagree, the mismanagement of the economy does not necessarily by itself makes us a failed state. In the sense that the resources are there, but they have been misappropriated. That is the problem. The difference between that. Because if you are saying, which means that maybe the economy has contributed to the failure, and then they say the economic sector might not even exist. The institution, like the financing aspect of the economy, is completely collapsed. Nobody makes the decision. Nobody is above the country's out and ins to make the right judgment to adjust the ongoing of the government. And don't like I feel look, take Liberia for example. The diamond gold near the they were not getting to the right channels which might develop or minor. The giants were there, they were looting the coffers of the country, and everybody is a survival for the fittest. But in that sense, there is no coordination. Even though the country could be rich, the country can rely on its resources to develop the country. So it becomes completely failed. But our institutions are working. They say Ministry of Finance, any budget, they would send it to the government, to the parliament. The parliament, through whatever means, they will approve of it, which is okay. It tells you say the institutions are working. But it's the misappropriation of these finances which is collapsing us. So it becomes rather the misappropriation of our own leaders. What I say. So it is our corrective nature, the way we have made mandatory of the way we use our resources. And no number you have through the but it's not my generation. Because it will be the mindset of the people, the person who was talking about, your friend saying, your friend, the young pioneer. The young pioneer, that was the mindset. You developed the Bible cracker. Also, the Akodasi training, or on petty freeze training. But the point is, the current generation, the mindset has been corrupted. I don't know where and how it started. The next topic, Chairman Obekimiafa. Who is to blame for the low moral fabric of our youth today? And not my topic to answer the questions now. First, who is to blame for the low moral fabric of the youth today? Yeah, I'm a corruption. The same people now, it's a purely mismanagement. Also, we were not to debate on the political lines.
Yes.
But the nature of the discussion, you can't run away from it.
Yeah.
Because nothing in the system is working due to our mismanagement by our own, which has not necessarily failed, I would say, the country. Look at a country like Haiti. It became a country like the jungle. Yeah. These are the countries called the banana state. Nobody controls the finances. Nobody controls it. Why would gold mines and gold in the open water? Over Kaya, run the secret. So there was a time they said, "Now run the helicopter." Gold free. Very good. In the junta period, no, they are back. There's no coordination. When they coordinate it, or they buy, institution by and then transit. No, she said, "Who is the scanner?" It was not there. So those are the things that happens to a country that collapses the country. Nothing works. No institution works. But here situation, me defending Obiao, but I'm just trying to be objective. Now you're going to buy first to say next time Ghana, you're when we are educating them, you know exactly where the problem lies. I'm a practicing the more I'm no way running away from them. But I can't person me GC one is a man is Ghana is a whole. It is still there. We can do better. So we need to advocate for the youth coming up to run away from the current deeds of the have and then try to do better and do well. And we can be more than, and then you compare, you go to Malaysia, Indonesia, to all those countries. Why would we go to that extent when we were even better than during the time of before independence? Which means that it comes to the same thing. So it's completely mismanagement.
Yes.
And when we want to talk about the failed state and the mismanagement of governments to the people of the country, there are two distinguished things altogether. The country is a whole. It is still standing on its feet. It's still going Ghana. But mismanagement, misappropriation of our resources is killing us. It's making us look like the failed state, as we say.
That's
correct. But we are still on our feet.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Jewel, I do understand what your cat scheme. I agree with that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I'm saying, I'm running to know. Yeah, that's also the SC summary. My chief for there for I'm saying Mr. Patterson Bell come from UK and also no, or they also know the contribution. So I buy no. Sunday Yakano next week, Yamaya Dumoa. Who do you want to vote for? Any topic I be treating next week at the same time. Who do you want to vote for? And I'll buy and watch them. Why do you want to vote for that particular party or that particular candidate? You know, because you know you're more of, let's say, communication, and I say moreover, let's say, now also so they pay vote or candidate and answer or party. You know, I'm saying you better to and suffer the communicators for both, especially MPP and DC communicators will be part of this program, and then the others like Alan Cash and so you be no so no na musini ni anya sheda so na musini then na yaka yaka the intra yen to ma sheda the intra o se to ma la the intra to ma MPP to ma se to ma NDC, and that you know because yeah decide because you know we are in your program be answer na election do ntina dey say next week and you be no and free holiday and say the next topic will be there after the elections. Ntia da mo nyina mo ase mo amotime participate here from France, you know, say also contribution with the buy Mr. Patterson, Mr. Free will be out in Casa Ibiano, you know, say especially Mr. Joe Savage to also send that year studio and every year program. No better, you better I'm telling about 2 minutes now. What they are running up, yeah, I can't you know, you do
Madam, now. What's a programming baby? Oh, be amazing. That's so amazing. As sometimes I'm telling there. Oh, there. Yeah, or there you there. Africa, ewa. Yawa nyama. Nyama yawa ewa people ni bi. Into mama can there. Oh, because Africa they nyama biya to happen because it's African to accepting them. Sometimes we should criticize it. You speak about it because yeah damuswa. Also be there. Inyama on although we utilize in ye. Inyebe you will go BBR over to Wise hospitals. Na BBR na you gonna ba Europe hospital. You gonna America hospital. You will seek over able to me die. Until you fight against corruption by not supporting any political party. We should speak against it. Not only you man. Mejendasi mo nyina.
I said that. Let's say that Mr. Joel I'm saying. I don't know how many Makano, Yamayaduma, next week, at the same time, the same hour, no, the best year, our Gospel TV. Yamayaduma, Yado Bibi Arasi, Yamenka Bibi Ahon, to say Yabishia, Yamayaduma, next week. Now, Yabutu for Gaspora election. Election day, election day, no, to medical, I say, a better life coverage of Gaspora TV. If you do all the money here, one subscriber, now so no. But the way you have to Gaspora TV, and also no, to me, I know Eddie Jumano, Edo Bibi Arase. Mr. Kwashi, also know him say, and to me, I do comments, but I hear your kind say, in a way, and to what sorry, say, and to me, I do comment, no, but next time, thank you, you are welcome to the program. Say, with me follow here. Now, make up Bibi Aramase. I'm about it next week.